Hey guys, so religion is a very offensive topic, as you know.
So jaclynglen's getting ready to tell us how religion's offensive. This ought to be great.
And my video that I made, Another Butthurt Christian, obviously offended a lot more people than I expected it to, so this video is going to be my most sincere apology to those of you who were offended. Was that convincing? So yeah, this is obviously not going to be an apology video, but before I get into it, I want to tell you guys really quick about my friend who's on YouTube. So they have this up-and-coming sci-fi channel with all these really neat special effects like lasers and fireballs that you can throw at people like annoying Christians. So anyways, you should check them out.
Here comes jaclynglenn with her infomercials promoting or spending half of her video talking about promoting other channels and other things rather than the point of what she fucking made the video about. Here we go.
Pretty awesome, right? So these guys are called Becko Productions. If you want to see more of them, click this link and go subscribe and then tell them that I sent you. So it's kind of funny, on a video that I posted about a butthurt Christian, I got a lot of butthurt Christians flocking to the video. Who would have thunk it? But one of the comments I got was this.
Religion gets enough hate, just please, I beg of you to stop it. Not all of us religious people are like how you portray them. Hate like this and making fun of religion made one of my closet friends attempt suicide once because of things like this. Please, I beg of you, at least don't take the act of religion. It really hurts, and most sane religions people don't make fun of atheism at all. Thanks for your time, and I hope you understand how much it can hurt somebody. Please answer.
It made one of your closet friends attempt to, like, closet Christian? That's not something I've heard of. I've heard of closet atheists because they're kind of, looked down upon in America, like the, spawn of Satan. And I've heard of closet, people who are homosexual and they can't come out of the closet because of persecution by Christians. And I see a lot of persecution by Christians, but Christians aren't persecuted. And I'm so sick of this poor me attitude, the I'm so oppressed because I can't oppress others. I'm just so sick of that way of thinking. And I like the most sane religions part of that because, in my opinion, all religions are a delusion. They're equally insane, so that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah, because nothing ever happens like church bombings or, anything like that. I mean, we know, like, the whole side that you guys are willing to talk about everything, like the Inquisition, which you'll do later on in this video, and other things like that. You're quick to bring those up, but you're never quick to bring up, like, the church bombings and stuff like that. And look them up on Google if you don't believe it happened. So, yeah.
Make fun of atheism. How are you going to make fun of atheism exactly? Like, oh, you don't believe in God, that's really funny. Or...
No, but we could talk about how you believe somewhere around 14 billion years ago by random mutation and random chance. And by the way, I am using the word chance in the way that it is because although atheists don't decide they don't want to use that word, it's exactly what they're talking about. But you believe that somewhere around 14 billion years ago, there was a primordial soup and from the rain that rained down on the rocks and caused this primordial soup, and then there was a lightning strike and an electrical charge caused the elements to come to life, and then here we are. It's something to make fun of.
maybe you could make fun of atheism. Instead of making fun, how about, like, harassment? Like, you going to hell. You going to hell? You don't believe in God? That means you're gonna burn for all eternity in the fiery pits of hell with Satan. But that's not necessarily making fun of atheism, so hell, that shit's so.
jaclynglenn, what the fuck was that hand motion you just did? You trying to tell us something? Or at least make another infomercial for a side business? No, I'm just kidding with that one. I was just joking. Don't worry about that. But that was a really weird hand motion you just did like that. Wish I could fucking record from my HD cam.
You hope I can understand how much it could hurt somebody. I get how it's offensive to some people and how it pisses people off. Obviously, I don't give a fuck, otherwise I wouldn't be doing these videos. But, like, understand how what I'm doing offends people? How about understanding how religions have poisoned society and how religion offends people? Religion is offensive because it is offensive in itself, not because it's easily offended. I'm offended by religion, okay? How about that? And I know a lot of people were offended by the video that I did on this butthurt Christian, and I totally, ripped this guy apart, and he was kind of shy and a little afraid to make the video. But you know what? He still made the video. It's hard for me to dredge up any sympathy for this guy at all, because you know what? All my time is being spent giving sympathy to people who actually deserve it. So yeah, like I said, I have no sympathy for this guy. He's sitting there bitching about how I'm not pointing out that it's some and not all Christians, and he's being nitpicky. You know, I'm not going to sit and walk on eggshells. I'm actually more concerned with people who are actually being persecuted, like gay people all across the United States and all across the world.
Yeah, once again, church bombing, stuff like that, doesn't happen either, huh? Now I realize some of this stuff might be motivated by some of the hatred that people think that Christians have, and a lot of them do. But the fact is there is persecution, and okay. The persecution that we face is a lot different than what homosexuals face. Now, if I was to talk to them, like, I personally don't care. I'm whatever. I don't care if somebody's gay. I mean, I have my religious beliefs about it, but you know, like the guy points out, not every Christian's like that. And I'm still what? Okay. And you didn't make any point or anything to be honest about that. I think that's the part where you got upset about. It's because you're willing to criticize us, but you're not willing to be honest about, you know, be honest about the other half of that position. Personally, Jaclynglenn, I'm going to keep doing this to your videos. You don't make any sense whatsoever at all. When anybody puts the slightest thought of anything into your videos, you just don't make any sense. And that's just the way it is. So, on to the rest of the video.
So while his concern is me not pointing out that not every Christian is a homophobe, my concern are all the gay people that are being murdered every day, being dragged behind trucks and humiliated, being executed in public, being denied their civil rights. They're not allowed to marry the person they are in love with. They're not allowed to adopt. They're ridiculed at every turn. They're kicked out of private schools, which is something that I personally experienced. They commit suicide in droves every single day because they feel like they don't belong, because they are being tortured by the Christian community. And I know not everyone is a part of that community, but it is still that right-wing Christian conservative group that is doing this shit. And for that, I have no sympathy. I am not going to hold back my opinion. I'm going to say exactly what I think, and it is going to be harsh, but I feel like that's exactly what they deserve.
Sad thing is, you're absolutely right. They do deserve that. The people that treat people and hurt people, they do deserve to be told about what they're doing wrong, because they're not conveying the message correctly. I'm not supposed to go out and kill gays. I'm not supposed to go out and hurt them. I'm supposed to give them the gospel message, and then they do with it what they want. That is our commandment. So I would take a stand against those people too. By the way, I love this song. But I would take a stand against those people too. But the point is that you group them in with us. And you have to differentiate, because we don't do things the way they do. And you're dishonest for not differentiating. You did it now because you got called on it. But that's it. But you need to do it normally, and then you wouldn't get the hate videos and the hate comments from us. You get them from the people that are actually full of hate, that I would go just as strongly against as you do.
They deserve to be put in their fucking place. I don't feel bad if I hurt your feelings. I feel bad for all the shit that's going on in the world because of religion, okay? I'm not going to worry about hurting your feelings. So you know what? I am so sorry if my atheism offends you. I'm sorry if my videos offend you. I'm sorry if the way that I don't properly word things offend you. I am so sorry. But you know what? Jihad, inquisitions, religious wars, crusades, forcing girls into underage marriages, genital mutilation of both male and female, stoning people, brainwashing children, homophobia, and the rejection of science and reason almost entirely offends me. And that's what I'm worried about, not you being a little bit butthurt.
You know what's actually funny is that most of those things that you just named dealt with Islam, not Christianity, and the rejection of science. Are you kidding me? I love science, and I'm not even a creationist, get that. I believe in evolution, Jaclynglenn, to the best that I can understand it. It seems to be the most viable theory that we have. They have that offshoot group out there, you know, the ones that actually like to think, the Christians that actually like to think. But don't worry. I mean, I don't think that you should recognize that in your videos. I think that you should make sweeping generalizations so that you don't give any kind of credence to the ones that actually take what you say seriously. There's a reason why I subscribe to you. I like a lot of your content. But don't worry, I wouldn't expect you. Put us all in the same box. We're cookie cutter Christians. Just put us in the same box. We all came out of the same factory, same mold and everything. So we're all just the same. Even though just in your video you said you know that Christians are not all the same. But meanwhile now you turn back around and making sweeping generalizations like you're taking us all out of the same box. So don't worry, Jacqueline Glenn. We wouldn't expect you to be intellectually honest.
So if you like this video, like it, share it everywhere. All my social media links are in the description below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you just saw was Jacqueline Glenn actually making no logical sense whatsoever by stating that she agrees that we're not all the same, and then turns around and treats us like cookie cutters again. Jacqueline Glenn, I'm going to keep doing this for your videos, and I'm going to keep sending them to you. Hopefully you see them. Hopefully you saw David's, and hopefully you think about the points that we made. On to the next one. Peace. Oh, and everybody, submarine coming below later. Deuces. I'm gonna leave you with the song here. I love that song.